Welcome to CRC Crazy Ride channel. All right, and this is gonna be a great one.
Is that sarcasm there?
This is brought to you by the ex-New Yorker Dean's YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, and all that fun stuff. As well as myself, Eric, the Biker's Realtor. I'm here to help you with all your real estate needs with residential, commercial, and investment. 561-507-1454. All right, welcome, guys.
I'm gonna play.
Sorry if there's a little delay here.
Having technical difficulties.
I think the wire is shot.
You think it's the wire?
I don't know.
You can blame my Wi-Fi all you want. Maybe it is the wire.
I don't know. So what's going on? I know you guys went riding this.
We went riding Friday, yeah.
Friday, right?
We went out last Friday, went up to Juno Beach Cafe, had a nice little breakfast. Then we decided to go see Stuart Harley, Treasure Coast.
Yeah?
Yeah, we stopped in and
You didn't get a bellyache this time, right?
No, I didn't talk. I didn't talk to any of the old ones there, the old people, which isn't really many left. Maybe one or two, but we saw the Fat Boy live, didn't we, Rich?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man.
What, the new one?
Yes. Yeah. And it's not chrome; it's chrome paint. It was freaking. It was nice.
It was paint.
I mean, we were sitting down looking at it at one point. We were outside having a cigar afterwards. And just the sun reflection, I don't care if it's paint or not. Me and him are like, yo, this is just.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't hot, though.
It wasn't hot to touch. No.
It wasn't hot to touch.
But it was the reflection off it, because there was two bikes there, the black one and that one. And the black one, the sun hitting off that was subdued.
Right.
On that chrome paint was like 10 times,
Yeah.
It was maxed, man. It was like,
wow.
Like, imagine riding it, your chin's going to get freaking burnt, Pretty wild.
But I tell you that we thought that in person, that bike is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
In person, I mean, it looked nice in pictures, but when you see it,
pictures
really
usually don't do
justice.
It's hot looking.
But the bike was going. He had two, and he sold one last week. And now this one, some guy was already checking it out.
Yeah.
The salesman was going out getting the numbers on it.
Yeah.
So they're going fast.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on YouTube buying them.
Yeah.
And social media.
But yeah, really nice. I was impressed with it.
What'd you do after that?
We checked out the STs he had outside. I did a little video on that, which I didn't send you yet, but I got to send that. And then we went inside, talked, and met some new sales guys. I didn't send it yet, no.
What are the STs? Aren't those recalls?
No.
These were Road Glide STs.
Yeah. Oh, Road Gliders.
Yeah.
He had a couple of those. So we were in there, and the guys talking to us. Nice guys. Three of them. I never met them before.
Father and son team.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Yeah, everything's changing over there. So
they got the new GM over there, right?
Well, he wasn't there, but I've been on the phone with Monica. That's his significant other. And we're going to have him hopefully on next week. Fingers crossed. And she already invited us to do a podcast for their first bike night, which would be in the middle of July.
Oh, okay.
So we'll talk more about it next week if they can come on. They were going to come on today, but they've been slammed with a lot of things that they're doing, a lot of meetings. I guess they're moving things around, putting the hammer down, whatever they're doing, making changes. One of their biggest change they want to do is bring it back to a family-orientated dealership like it was years ago. So,
meaning what?
Well, you feel like you feel when you go there, you don't feel like there's
no pressure.
No pressure. You feel
not like a car salesman.
And then, of course, when you're getting service or parts or even talk to the salesman, you feel we got that impression with the father and son team.
Well, that and I forgot the other guy's name too. He was good. The guy was trying to sell me the street glide with the fat tire kit.
Right. Well, wasn't that his son? Wasn't that his son?
No, it was the other guy. It was the first guy I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember your names. Should have written them down. But we'll if we do this next week, we'll
write down their names.
We'll get everybody's names.
I have to write down names. I'm terrible with names.
We'll ask Mirth and Monica. But yeah, they're trying to do a nice change to the place, which I'm looking forward to. You know, we've been talking about that for quite a long time since we've been on podcast about how you're treated at dealerships today. It's not like it was years ago. So they're trying to bring old school back.
There's like a delay here.
Yeah.
I mean, not with the voice.
No, the picture.
It's going through great, but
so don't move. Just stay in one place. Here. Don't go back and forth. Try not to move your jaw when you talk. Talk like this so they can't see the light.
I forgot my hat. My head is like super red.
That's why I'm get that shine.
You got that shine?
Yeah.
Why don't you get your sunglasses, you bastard?
I was gonna bring.
You didn't bring your motorcycle helmet to New York, did you?
I brought my cigars. I saw the garage doors open, and I brought my cigars up, and I was gonna bring my sunglasses. And then he tells me going through the garage. So I figured, okay, I'm going into the garage to the house. And then I open the garage and I see we're all set up in the garage.
Yeah. Cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have the garage door open all day today, so.
No, it's comfortable in here.
Yeah, it's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's comfortable. It would have been hotter outside with the bugs and everything else, for sure.
So that guy, GK was his name, Gerald Gordon. That's the salesman I was talking to up at Stuart. So he had the street glide there with a fat tire kit. It was a 23 ST.
Yeah.
You know, it was nice.
Yeah.
Had air suspension.
Brand new.
Brand new air suspension, fat tire kit, no engine work. It was a 114. And what did he have? Some custom pipe on there. Stainless steel. We started it off. That thing was loud, man. That bike was loud.
Because the stainless steel was shields.
Yes, he had shields on it.
That was stainless steel.
So they were really
nice.
Yeah,
why would you put all that work into it and not do anything to
the engine? I don't know. But it was nice with the fat tire kit. I should have took it for a ride.
I know why.
He wanted me to go, but
because once they sell the bike, that's going to be their next sale. You know.
Not necessarily.
How about putting a 128 or 131 or 135 or whatever other number?
Yeah, but if you're going to customize the bike, you might as well customize it all and then sell it for the price.
They've done that too. A lot of dealerships putting that 135 in. They've done a lot of the 131s like yours. Yeah, they've been doing that.
But yeah, man, he actually take that bike for a ride, and I almost did it. But I didn't want to take a chance. But I wanted to see what it felt like with the fat tire.
He was already contemplating how long it would take him to take all the parts off the bike.
Yeah, no way.
Well, you told him.
I told him that, yeah.
Because when they saw your bike, he says, oh, you're not going to sell it. You got all this. He said, don't worry about it. All this is coming off.
And she looked at me because the one of the sales girls there, she's like, well, my husband's got this, and I want to change to your A10 Moto Light. And I'm like, all right. She goes, well, can I see what it looks like? I'm like, yeah, come on. We go outside, all of us, and turn it on. Oh, this is great. And we start talking. And then he's like, Gerald's like, well, I can see why you're not going to sell this bike. I said, well, I'm not trading it.
Should have told him the install is online.
Yeah, we did. I said, I'd sell it, but not to you guys. I'm not going to take a beating on it.
Right.
And then she's like, well, I said, besides, I said, when I sell the bike, I'm taking everything off. And she looked at me like, really? I'm like, well, you're not paying for it. You don't want that.
Right.
You're not going to give me extra for it.
Right.
I said, I had these floorboards on 3 different bikes already. She's like, really? I said, yeah, I take the shit off, man. I'm not selling you.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not paying me extra for it. They don't care what's on the bike when you do it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the big problem. You can customize them all day long. They don't care. But when they customize them, they're adding $10,000 to the price. You know? Yeah. Which is, I guess, it's business, right?
Yeah.
But why do I got to lose on my end?
Right. So the chat lines are open if anyone would like to chime in. So I was on a bike this weekend, but it was on the water.
Ah, water bike.
Yeah, water bike.
That was the water.
It was a Seadoo. It was a brand new Seadoo jet ski.
No shit.
Brand new. It was about a month old. Dude, man, that shit fly.
Yeah.
What was the seats?
Where are you? Where were you? Long Island or
it?
Jersey?
You know?
I don't know, but it had all the modes. It had sport mode,
Really? Wow.
and you had a trim.
Do you know
So-
the name of it?
Seadoo. It was a
Oh.
GT,
It's gotta be-
GXI or GTI. Something.
It's got to be a 980 something or a 1,000.
I don't know,
1100.
but man,
It flew.
once I, the gas is
The
throttle's
throttle is
right here.
It's
You
like
just
a
squeeze.
brake handle. Yeah.
So once I squeezed it, boy, it scared the crap out of me, man. That thing just flew. Before I knew it, I was doing 55. And 55 on the water is fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it had like a throttle thing on the other side, but that was for reverse.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, instead of like a lever
Right.
like they used to have, it was right there.
And what would you say the braking on that is from 55 to 0?
Oh, once you let go, you stop.
Yeah, no. Put a 131 in that or what?
So what would you say? Well, what's faster, your bike or the
The Seadoo. The Seadoo.
Yeah, because you've never gone over 55.
No, just like 0 to 50,
It's unbelievable.
unbelievable.
I know.
You're there.
I've
Once
been
you
on
hit
it.
it,
So
Yeah, I've been on it.
but the new ones are
I
different.
lost Debbie on it.
on a cruise?
On a cruise. Yep, I went on and we rented it.
And you click off.
I wanted to be a big shot because I couldn't stay in line and follow this guy in front of us, So I went over and there was a boat pass, so the wake was coming. So I hit the throttle and I went over, but I forgot to tell her that I was doing that.
And hold on.
And the next thing I know, she was in the water.
Nice.
She was pissed.
Oh, blame her.
So one day when I was younger, we went to Action Park. You remember Action Park in
yeah.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, and they had the mini Indy 500 cars.
Right.
So we all went on them. And one of my friends, once you're going around the turns and everything, if you hit a certain amount of cones down, they throw you off.
Right.
So one of the guys I was with hit like 5 cones down. I guess that was the limit. But he kept going on the grass. And you see all these workers chasing after him, running after him. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then once they caught him, they told him he couldn't come back on that ride. They didn't throw us out of the park, but that ride. But it was all right. We were done with it.
He was banned from the ride.
Yeah, we were banned from the ride. But seeing all these workers chasing him, and he's laughing all the way, man. He gunned it. Those things were fast, too.
Yeah.
You know?
They
They're
did
fun.
about 20, 25.
So I was in New York we came in on Friday, and we had a surprise party for my dad on Saturday. It was a 80th birthday party on Saturday. So he didn't know that we were going to be there. And his birthday's actually not till the end of next month. But this was the time when all the kids were available and everyone was there. So he had no clue. So it was pretty cool. It was a good time.
Good.
Everyone was surprised.
He was surprised?
Yeah, he was
Told-
surprised.
That's nice.
Yeah, my mother, once the gate opened up, because it was in my sister's backyard, once the gate opened up,
Everybody.
my mother, her eyes got right to me, and
My boy, my boy.
yeah, she was like, come. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice. And then from there, we went to my in-laws on the Jersey Shore, spent a few days there,
That's nice.
got to ride the jet skis.
That's where you did the jet skis in Jersey?
Yeah.
What, did you rent them?
No, they have 2 of them.
Oh,
They
nice.
have an older one, and they just got a new one.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
And you're talking about your Your father-in-law, right?
Yeah, my father.
He rides the jet ski?
Yeah, he'll go on it.
Wow.
How old is he?
He's got his captain's license. He's 87.
Yeah, he still gets on one. Cool.
Yeah.
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 And
That's what I was saying. That's good.
He just got like one of those little pontoons.
Yeah.
You got one of those.
Traded in the yacht for the pontoon.
Yeah, he got rid of his boat.
Yeah.
So what is it? It seats 10?
Yeah, it seats a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big. They seat about 10. You get them
But,
26 foot.
you know, he wasn't used to it. So he was telling me his first time out with it, as he's coming back to the dock, because he's got one of those lifts.
Yeah.
You know, a pontoon is, you know, if it's going to go somewhere, there's no bow thrusters to keep it straight. So if it goes one way, it's going to stay that way. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough. So you need another hand there to make sure it doesn't go like under the dock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great.
So, but yeah, so he's having fun with it. You know?
Good.
So, hey, Stacy G's on the line.
Hi, Stacy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Don't forget the screaming
up?
toddler on the way home with Ciro. Yes, we'll never forget that.
You're talking about
You had some adventures?
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Eric. Eric was screaming toddler.
Yeah, Eric was a screaming toddler.
We all know that.
So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but those jet skis, I used to own one years ago, and we used to go to Cold Spring Harbor because they had a ramp there. We used to dump it in there and ride around. But it was a lot of fun. So what else is in the news?
So the 22nd, I'm going to be in New York myself. So that's on a Wednesday.
July 22nd?
So I won't be here on the podcast unless I do it while I'm driving.
All right, what time you landing there?
I think I'm landing there at 3 o'clock. So I'm picking up, I rented a Jeep, a convertible, one of those ragtop Jeeps. Figured I'll go on the beach, maybe, see if that works. And I don't know. I might be able to get on. You know, I have the app, so I might be able to get on that evening, depending on what we're doing, because I'm going to be at a friend's house. And but the following Tuesday, because I'm not coming back until Wednesday, maybe the following Tuesday I could do that. Depends, because I'm seeing my brother also, and I'm seeing him twice that week that I'll be there.
Right.
Well,
So-
can't do it on Tuesday.
No.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right. I won't be able to do it Wednesday. I'll be in the airport.
Do it from the airport.
Yeah. No, my flight
I'm kidding.
is at 3:30,
You'll be in the air.
and I get in around 7.
What airline?
JetBlue.
JetBlue's got Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. I can.
You could do it right from your seat
Right from your seat and
and have your neighbors there
Yeah.
subscribe right away.
I think you should get up and announce that you're doing
There
a
you go.
podcast on the flight, and this is Crazy Rides channel.
Yeah. Does anybody want to
here wanna
join?
get on? You know.
You'll see Richie hiding in the bathroom.
You see, the problem with that is the 2 pilots might come in. Who's gonna fly the plane?
Hey, you know what? Ask them if you could fly the plane. Say, listen, guys, can I take it for a little while?
Yeah.
You know, let me. You know, it's good for the channel. Let me get in here. You know, tell me what's going on.
FCC sees that, boy. There
We're
goes
just
their
telling you we're on the
license.
ground. It was a
And
simulation.
there goes their.
Tell him you're the third man. in the
Yeah.
bunker.
Just checking it out. I would do it if I was you.
Yeah, as you come in.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to be doing a podcast in the air. You want to come on?
Give him some CRC money under
I'll
the
wear
table.
a shirt that has the Harley wings.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'll
Think
just
you're a pilot.
Block out the Harley wing and put JetBlue on there. Think I'm a pilot.
Tell him I'm taking over. Go watch
Hey,
some
here's
TV.
my wings. Right here. My wings.
What's
See
this
'em?
button?
Let him go watch TV and relax while you take the flight home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Being
gonna miss
live.
me. Don't worry, I'll be watching.
Just put your headphones in.
Yeah.
Hey, so
That's how I was doing we came JetBlue coming home. So you're able to hook up the Wi-Fi. And I was watching movies from here with my headphones.
I know.
And I was texting.
JetBlue used to have the did they have the screens on it?
Yeah, they still have the
They still
screen.
have the screen.
But you gotta get the earphones that plug in.
Yeah.
Cheap shit.
So I was watching stuff on.
Yeah.
Hey, so where's Nate tonight?
All right. So Nate called. He's just leaving Missouri,
Oh, he went. That's right. He was there this week,
and he
right?
says it went pretty well.
Good.
Nothing yet. You know, he says it
Interview.
went well.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll see in a couple of days or in a week or two what's going on.
Cool.
I'll call him tomorrow. He texted me earlier. He says he wouldn't be able to make it
All right.
because he was going to be in the air. I should have told him to do the same thing. Go. Should just do it in the Wi-Fi.
Knock on the
there.
cabin door. Hey,
Yeah, I would have done it.
be nice, right? Hey, what you guys doing? Hey, man, can I do an interview?
Yeah. Sure.
Can I take the wheel a little bit?
Yeah. Right. I'll be arrested when I come down.
Yeah, but you had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a,
Jail time.
it's
Yeah.
a big time
Yeah,
bucket
man.
list.
Yeah.
Who gets to do that? Nobody.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not listening to you guys.
Fine.
When we land, I tell you, New York was so hot.
Heat wave.
The sun is different there than here. I mean, when it was hot, it was a different kind of heat.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, it's like humid too. Right?
Yes, but not like down here. It was just it felt like a bad heat. I'm telling you, man.
Well,
I was like, get me
First
the
of all,
fuck out of here.
100 degrees in June in New York is unheard of. I mean, that's very rare.
I mean,
That's what they had.
That's September. That's July, August,
I
September
know. I
kind
was
of
getting
shit.
texts
you know?
that
this was from my
Yeah.
head roasted, man. And this is from the jet ski, yeah. I
Yeah.
was wearing a hat and it flew off.
Yeah. No. Ain't staying on long in the water. It's not a
But it
55.
was really, really hot. I mean, I felt the difference. You know, you hear stories of the sun heat being different in different areas.
yeah.
And when I went back up there and I felt that heat, it felt different than down here.
Which is unusual because I feel like the sun here is so much stronger than anywhere else.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
there's more humidity in New York
In the summer, at
because of
certain
the
times in the
buildings.
summer.
because and there's
Well, it's
no
concrete jungle. Yeah,
circulation.
man.
It's kind of
But this is like all over from like Michigan all the way across. I was watching the Yankee game last night in Cincinnati. These guys, shit's pouring out of
Yeah.
them, man.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's freaking nuts. Like 100 degrees there.
Oh, wow.
And that's in Ohio. I mean,
Wow.
I mean, I guess we're conditioned more for this kind of heat, you know,
Well,
down here.
down here, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't conditioned for the heat up there.
No, nobody is right now.
You know, I mean, when it's 100 degrees down here, I felt different. It's different for me.
I don't know. It's hot.
Maybe because the pool's in the backyard.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah. I know.
The air conditioner in your car, air conditioner in your house, air
Yeah.
conditioner in the stores.
Yeah. Speaking of air conditioner,
I need one.
we
here.
stayed at my in-laws' house.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that
when we got there, we opened up the room and we were like, it's nice and cool. It was about 2 hours later. It was hot.
Why?
The compressor went.
Oh.
Shit.
So the first night we slept there wasn't too bad. Because the AC would kick on, kick off, kick on, kick off, because the compressor would get hot.
And it shut down.
So it would shut down.
Was that the capacitator that was bad, or was it the compressor?
the compressor.
itself? Wow.
Yeah. If there was a capacitor, it wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Wouldn't even gone.
So, and we had a fan, big fan above the bed. So that kind of helped.
Shit, nothing helps at 100.
When did you stay another
Stacy's
night?
making faces. So, the second night, though, the second day, they called in the air conditioning guy. And that's when he said, you got to shut it off. The compressor's gone. So we got to set something up.
Oh, so you didn't have AC the whole time?
We didn't have it. No, the second night was worse
Oh. How many
But-
days you stay there?
too.
Oh, then where'd you go from there?
We went to Newark to get the plane to get the fuck out of there.
So you didn't spend all. Okay, so you're up there for a couple of days. So you spent 2 nights at that place.
Right. Yeah,
that's-
so we were
yeah.
there from the 20th to the 24th.
Yeah.
Came back.
Well, that wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember times growing up in New York. We didn't have air conditioner.
Yeah.
You had to go out on a fire escape.
Yeah.
That's how fucking hot it was.
So my parents' house in Queens, I slept in the attic. 'Cause we had stairs going into the attic, so that was my room. And I would have the fan like right here blowing on.
Yeah, because
Because the attic got like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And then it was not until I graduated high school when my dad got me an air conditioner for the window.
Window AC.
Yeah. And it was a lot of BTUs, but we had like small windows in the attic. So it had to fit in there, and we got one that did. And that was a game changer.
Yeah, when I was living in Queens before I moved down here, I had a casement windows. And I had a casement air conditioner. It was like this long.
Right.
You slide that sucker in there, you know.
Right.
Because I was on the 3rd floor. I was on the roof. It was freaking hot in the summer, man. Brutal.
Yeah, I remember I had the casement window. Not the casement window. I had the window for the window, you know, the AC for the window. And that thing would be on 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a couple of months you need it, but
Well, for the summer.
yeah.
So Stacy said we basically spent the whole trip sweating, pretty much.
Get me home to my air conditioner. Yeah.
Yeah. She's very big on air conditioners. Me, it was tough, but I was able to get through it. So,
Yeah, you were just gritting
Got
your
it.
teeth. You were showing what a man you were.
well,
You slept
you-
outside.
As you were dripping under your
Could
underarm.
have slept in a lounge chair.
no, actually, I woke up. The pillow was a little wet, little
from the
damp.
drool.
That was it. I did have bat wings, though.
Bat wings.
Bat wing. He doesn't know what bat wing.
Tell him.
When your balls are stuck to your leg.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
nasty. Not without that.
All right.
Just kidding.
Aye.
So what else is going on with Harley?
That was just a thought. I didn't want to visualize.
Well, it's too bad. Too late for that.
Oh, my
That's
God.
my the whole night.
All right.
Now, when you go home and see your balls stuck to your leg, you'll know that's what it's
You
called.
gotta keep it going.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh shit, Deb! I got bat wings.
oh. That's when I start walking around the house.
Debbie's not on here tonight.
That's when I don't know why she's not on.
Don't like you tonight,
I
Rich?
don't know. Deb, you around? Are you there? I don't know. She was tired when she got home.
It was a good vacation. It's good to see you.
Sure.
So
I like to get back up there, just not when it's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
what you ordered something?
Yeah, I ordered some, what do you call these things?
Roller skates.
Yeah, kinda.
You know the roller skates, the rollers, the plastic rollers like they do in the Derby? So he went on Derby roller skating and bought some skates.
Yeah, my bike. I'm gonna.
See, he's
Roller wheels.
He's
roller
putting
wheels.
The wheels.
Yeah, they're training wheels.
Yeah, they're called Crashbar sliders, actually.
Nice. What colors you got?
At the red with the black carbon fiber insert. These are aluminum, so
Turn around.
Can't really
Yeah.
see it.
Can you see it?
you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a little bigger.
There you
There
go.
you go. They come in
nice.
colors, Avanblack.
And what does that go on?
They go
Your
on the
crash
the
bar?
crash bars, Harleys or theirs. They sell the crash bars also, like the crash bar that's on the ST. That comes with the ST, and then I added the rear ones because that doesn't come with the ST. But those are Harley. But Avanblack has them also, and they have a bunch of colors here, like really nice color. You got purple, black,
I
green,
got everything.
orange, silver, red. Well, you got a black bike. You can go anywhere with any of these colors. I don't think you can
Right.
see it, but try to get in the screen. But yeah. So we'll see what that looks like. I went with the red and the black. They also have solid colors, but hope I like it. And if I don't, it's going back.
I think you'll like it. I see a lot of people put like roller skate wheels on them.
Yeah, they can.
You know, those,
yeah. Well, companies
those
make
blades.
them. Yeah, they make them. I forgot the guy who came out with it originally. I don't know if it was Santorini or Santoro, one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a nice look. These are rubber that Harley gives you. They're not aluminum. But you really don't notice the black. It just blends in. Well, the red's going to stand out for sure.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It'll match your wires.
Yep.
And your light, because you got that red.
Yeah,
the red, the light, the wire.
highlight,
red
the
light.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Debbie says, "Yep, she's on.
She's on.
She was
There we
in the
go. What's up,
background."
Deb?
So, yeah, so I don't know what car to get.
Dilemma, huh?
It's a dilemma.
Well, what's your options?
The Lincoln Aviator, the Chevy Tahoe, the GMC Yukon,
Big.
you know, the smaller one,
Oh, the small one?
not the extended one.
We already have a big.
Yeah, we have a big one.
You got a big, nice one.
Or the Dodge Durango. Hellcat.
Yeah, Hellcat.
So,
That gets no freaking mileage.
Oh,
Man.
it's fucking 800 horsepower.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, the Vet, you get
The Vet is nothing.
you know,
You're talking about a truck compared to a Vet.
so I like.
but it's got a big engine.
I like
Yeah, it
the
does. That's a big
GMC.
engine. It sucks down gas. Just like a friend of ours who has a Raptor, and that thing's getting like 9 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, this gets what was it? 11 in the city
good
and
day.
17 on the highway.
On a good day.
Yeah. That ain't 11.
Is that with the air conditioner off?
That's with it off, yeah. And you with one leg out the window,
Yeah, you don't
pushing it
want
down the
that.
block.
And then they make the Durango.
They have
Well, they
one, too?
did make the 392.
Okay, that's the Scat Pack in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that one gets a
50.
little more gas mileage, less horsepower. Because
Yeah,
that's
but
got,
that's 480 horsepower
yeah, that's right.
in a truck. Still freaking good.
Yeah. But then, you know, you might as well go for the.
Then don't worry about the gas. You know, it was a good
But you get better mileage with just a regular Hemi.
yeah, like an RT.
You know.
5.0, 5.7?
Yeah, the 5.7.
5.7 in my Challenger, I was getting roughly around. Actually, I was doing well because I shut down the 4 cylinders on the highway. I was getting between, I'd say 19 in the city, and on the highway, I would hit as high as 29, 30 when it shuts down to 4 cylinders and you're just cruising. And then once you tap on the gas and you go, then it drops down to like 20.
So the only thing, I really like the Aviator. The only thing I don't like with the Aviator is how it slopes down in the back, because it looks like the front is higher than the back.
Right.
I don't like that look. I like when the back is a little higher
Yeah, than the front.
than the front.
The other thing, too, is how many of these are 6-cylinder turbos that you're looking at?
Just one.
Just the one? Because you want the 8-cylinder.
Well, the
Twin
Aviator
turbo,
comes in
yeah.
a twin turbo
Yeah, I mean, it's
6,
yes, yeah.
which is 400 horsepower.
Yeah.
So I mean,
All right, so you get the Hemi at 480.
but you get good gas mileage with
You get
that.
better. Yeah.
You know, you get 24 highway, so that's good.
Yeah.
As long as you don't kick it.
Yeah, once you're cruising, though, you're doing well. Down here, you're going to do 80, 85. Mostly 80. You don't want to get a ticket.
And I was looking at the smaller Tahoe and the smaller Yukon. You know, they're all around the same price. Crazy.
Yeah, truck's got to have power, though.
Yeah, so with the Yukon and the Trail, what do you call it? The Yukon and the what did I say? The Chevy one? Tahoe.
Tahoe.
The Yukon and the Tahoe, you could get the 5.3 V8 or the 6.2 V8.
Yeah.
How many horsepower is a 5.3?
5.3, I think is 355.
Really? That's all? Okay.
And the bigger one is over 4. I think it was 420.
Wow. What did it have bigger numbers than that? Because the Camaro, what did that have in it? That had, that was 480 horsepower. I don't know what size that one was. Thought it was a 6.3. That could be, I'm mistaken.
So these V8s on these trucks, they take regular or high test?
I assume they take regular. You know, they recommend, like with the Lincoln, they recommend premium.
They always do. Yeah.
But the guy at the dealership said it's a recommendation. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You see how it runs with the lesser.
It runs fine.
Octane, yeah.
I mean, no, you don't hear any pinging or any.
I mean, my Mustang,
anything.
I'm putting in regular.
Yeah.
I'm paying $4 a gallon for Superman.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's not a bike, you know. And for what? The way I drive, I go right through that gas.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, they even recommend high octane for 6-cylinder engines too, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them 6-cylinder, like Infinity and stuff like that.
Right.
They'll tell you to put in a premium.
Well, they do that because there's turbochargers.
Yeah.
So when you have turbochargers, that's what they recommend.
Yeah, put an octane booster in there.
Yeah.
Cheap on the gas.
Just get a case of it. Just get a case. 108.
Yeah.
Get a 108. So
what's going to determine the final decision?
Yeah. When are you gonna
make the move?
I don't know. I thought maybe you guys help me
You know
out.
what? July 4th's coming, man. They're looking to make sales.
I heard that. Well, yeah. Actually, after July 4th, a lot of this employee pricing
Yeah.
that they're giving is going to end.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving. So you get a July 4th special and employee pricing.
Well, the best time to buy is at the last week of the month or the first week of the following month, because they can actually they can actually use that, for the last month.
Wow. July 4th, I'm already getting emails all over calling me. Yo,
Yeah.
trade in that Stang.
They know.
Everybody wants me to buy something new, but nobody wants to give me what I want for the bike or the car.
I was watching on YouTube this, actually a salesman, and he was teaching you, kind of what to do. And he was like, you know what? Don't even go to the dealership. Just go
online.
No, not online. Get on the phone, talk to the salesman and say, listen, I'm going to talk to one of your competitors. I want you to give me an out-the-door rock-bottom price for this model. Here's the SKU number, and tell me what your rock-bottom price is. So then they ask you, are you going to trade in a car? I don't know yet. Are you going to lease or buy? I could do either, but I want to know your rock-bottom price out the door. And then, we'll go from there. So he did that to one guy, and they said the car was $60,000. He called the other dealership, and the car was $55,000.
There you go.
So
there's a lot of dealerships in Florida where How do you think I got half my cars? I was dealing with Orlando, Jacksonville, Tampa, Miami. I mean, I was calling everybody. Some would work with me on the phone. Like Miami wouldn't. Miami said, no, you got to come down. I'm like, I'm not driving an hour all the way there to talk bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
You give me a price now, and then we'll talk. And then, they wouldn't do it. But, I found other people who did. And if you don't see the car, if you don't want to, they'll deliver the freaking thing. They don't care.
Right.
They'll pick up yours and take you and give you the new one.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, guess what? They're driving back on the one you're supposed to get. Nothing signed at that point.
You could do that with bikes too.
Yeah, I did. I did it with my Harley, one of them.
Yeah.
What a street.
You want to know an out-the-door price?
Orlando, yeah.
You go and you let them know you're going to talk to a few people.
Yeah.
So because they want you.
I traded in a CVO to Orlando Harley, and he gave me a brand new streak light and a couple of $1,000. Worked for me.
Well,
The bike's brand new. What's there not to like? I mean,
Yeah,
you
I know.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't.
Well, then
Keep looking.
just keep
looking.
Well, when you find the model you want and what it has in it, then you could just see what dealerships have what and go from there.
Yep.
So when you looked at these several SUVs, what price ranges were they?
It depends. It depends. It goes like from the 50s up to the 70s.
So it depends.
Yeah, I mean the Hemi. I mean the what do you call it?
Tahoe,
Hellcat?
Durango.
The Hellcat.
The Hellcats.
Hellcat was 80.
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad for a truck.
You know, but that's and you know with that car you're getting a lot with it. You're getting a third row. I mean, it's like a family car.
Yeah, well, you're not just getting that. You're getting all the performance packages.
Yeah, you're getting everything with it.
Right. You know, all the extra shit.
But if you got the base Durango, like the RT
Still
with
nice.
the Hemi,
Yep.
you know, you're looking at the 50s.
Yeah.
Low 50s.
And that comes with options too. You can get leather, you can get cloth.
Right,
you know,
right.
Depends on what you want.
Right.
That's still a great engine.
No, I know. We had it in the
Jeep.
in the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Trailhawk, we had that. We had the option of the V6 or we had the V8. But her car, they didn't recommend mid-grade. They told you to use mid-grade.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. That's what we did. So maybe we could have got away with regular grade. But that car was fast. It had the Hemi in it. You know?
Yeah, man. Dodge's having a sale right now. I got emails today. I think you should go there.
I saw the new what do you call it? The new not the new Challenger.
Oh, it's not the Challenger. It's the Charger. The electric one?
No.
They're coming back with another one?
Yeah, they have them. 2025s.
Challengers?
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's what it looked like. The 2-door.
Yeah, Charger.
Yeah, it's a 2-door, but it's electric.
Yeah, it's the Charger.
It looked like it said Hemi on the side.
Well, it's new to me.
Okay.
Maybe. Who knows what they're doing?
Maybe I need my glasses.
I don't know. They stopped making them. The year I had my 23 was the last year they made.
Yeah, supposedly they're supposed to.
That was the final
They're
call.
gonna come back.
They even put a stamp on there, a metal stamp, final call.
Yeah, but they're going to come back.
Well, they're not selling the Chargers
Within
too
2
good.
years, they'll be
They're
back.
supposed to be doing that with the Durango too.
Stopping it?
Yeah,
Really?
but they're coming out with a new Durango next year, but they don't know what it's going to have. So,
I don't know.
you know, so this year, actually the Hellcat, you got the regular Hellcat, and then you got 3 other Hellcats, 3 different models, like the Brass Monkey, you have Silver Streak, and some other model. And those were MSRP like $108,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fuck that.
It's like buying a Mustang GT 500, over $100,000.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. But yeah, so what else is going on, boys?
I don't know, man. Not a hell of a lot.
No, it's been a little hot, so we haven't been able to go out, do any riding.
Well, that's not
Except
true.
for that one
That's
day.
not true.
Except for that one day.
We ride in the heat, even though we complain.
Yeah.
Well, we got back fairly late on Friday. We were at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Almost got killed twice. First, a woman on Donald Ross Road decided that she was going to come at me from the right lane and didn't give a shit and almost throw me into a Porsche.
Wow.
Then we tried to catch her and she was moving, man. She knew it. When she saw me there, she knew it. She took off. And then this kamikaze bird tried to take me out on A1A.
dive bomb right
Oh, man,
in front of
right in
him.
front. He just missed my face. He's big. Dude, he's like this. One of the big white ones
Yeah.
with the peaks. I don't know what the hell you call him, man. He just.
It looked like a crane.
Yeah. It wasn't
Oh,
white.
they're smaller.
The whites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They hang out in the neighborhood.
yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we call them the Cypress Crips.
Oh, yeah?
That's what we call them
Aye. I was like, I looked at
in
Richie.
our neighborhood.
Richie looked at me, and I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have rode today.
Yeah.
So we're not even there yet, you know.
It was nice.
It's still a good ride.
Yeah, so
great
something actually is going on with the Wi-Fi because we got 121 drop frames.
Really?
Yeah, 0.1%. It's
Well, nobody cut the line this week.
so
I'll reset it when we're done, see what happens.
yeah. So hopefully that's it. So
You think because we're on our phone?
Nah.
no, they might be doing some work out there. That's what happens.
No, we had storms earlier today, so who the hell knows? There was thunder and lightning around here.
Yeah, you could see on.
Yeah, it's all choppy.
choppy. So
Back
All
to
right.
where we were once before when we started with this.
Yeah. And how did we correct that?
no,
We put a booster in. And
yeah,
it
we
worked.
put a booster in.
But that's
The
not
booster
working right
needs
now
to
either.
be-
No, it's not that. I don't think it's.
No, it's not that. Just I'll try reset.
Pay your electric bill?
No,
Oh,
There we go.
You go.
and then
Oh,
pay
God.
the Wi-Fi bill.
We're on his generator right now. He's got his generator.
That's why the
what you
fan's on.
hear.
There's no AC.
That's not a fan. That's his generator.
Hey, you saw an AC in Home Depot. He said.
This little cooling,
This little cooling
I
thing.
saw
You see
that.
them?
Yeah, I see that
I'm gonna
on.
get one for the desk here and just have it blowing on me.
Yeah, we can all get one.
get
for
one,
the
yeah,
desk.
have one
We got
first,
enough
just
in
Go
there.
like this.
Yeah.
Let it-
Personal freaking
Yeah,
ACs.
so-
Yeah.
Look at his shirt.
Oh man, it must be
That's
hot.
just stained. It's not wet.
Oh, that's from the Durango.
That's yeah.
Oh,
Richie, man,
Cheap
what kind of
ass
you
shirt.
buying,
You get
man?
Richie.
that's your body odor, man.
Yo,
Body odor.
Where's the hats, man? Where's the CRC hats?
Yeah, we got to get some more equipment in.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I want a hat.
Want a hat? I want a white shirt with black lettering. Come on.
Yeah. Really losing my hair. What hair?
Just find that out.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was that?
When I look in the mirror, I see some shadow.
When your birthday's July 17th, I'm gonna
You
buy
can get
you
a men's club.
I'm gonna buy him.
The spray. Remember the spray?
No, I'm gonna buy him
Remember
a head shaver.
a head
It's
shaver.
called a head shave.
Oh,
It's called a
shit.
head. You put your finger in it. and
Yeah, I
the
remember you
blade
had
is
that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has a saddle on the other side. And all you do is, like when you used to have hair, you used to go
Right.
like this. Well, that's what it
Shit,
is.
I used to use a pick back in the day.
That's what I used. I
Yeah.
didn't use
Well,
a
let's see
comb.
what that happened. The pick
Yeah.
pulled it right out.
More like
I
stress.
still got a
That's
little.
all right.
I still got
Don't
a little
worry
left.
about it.
More like menopause.
Don't worry. I do bald therapy.
Bald therapy.
Yeah. So
You want to be like Costanza? Put a
There
little
you
oil
go.
on your
That's a
head.
new.
bald therapy. If
Richie's
anybody's
bald
going
therapy.
bald and
Talk to me.
They need
You
to
can't-
talk about it. Just contact me and we'll have a sit down.
If you can't
Yeah.
handle your bald head any longer and you need to reach out, call Richie
That's right.
at CRC 655-5555. Our operators are standing by.
Yeah.
Coupons will be coming out in the mail.
discounts.
Yeah.
10%.
Like we could always get a piece.
No,
You know?
Yeah, how hot is that thing sticking on your head, though? Can you imagine?
I don't want.
know.
I don't want no
Remember-
freaking rat laying on my head.
Remember the movie
Hey, Joe Pesci
Goodfellas?
looked good with his.
Remember the movie
Pull it off.
Fellows? and Mel, that's a real guy. That guy was on Half for Men on Queens Boulevard. That was lending him money.
No shit.
You remember the movie?
No.
You don't remember him smacking him in the head and his wig went like this?
I remember Goodfellas when he's trying to choke the guy with the phone cord.
That's Mel.
That Mel?
That's Mel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him. That's
Oh,
a real
yeah, yeah.
person. That's a real
Yeah.
person. That was hair club for men.
Yeah, he had a place.
Yeah, he had a
Movie,
place on Queens Boulevard.
Yeah.
Right above a club, a disco club. Yeah, right above a disco club.
Aye.
To go there. But yeah. So, I could see that with the motorcycle Like one day you don't ride with a helmet,
Nah, I always ride with a helmet.
it's flapping in the wind.
Take your helmet off. The hair comes with it.
Well, you'd have to get it stapled then. Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Hey, I found out what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
I watched The Irishman this weekekend.
Oh, you saw that
I finally
movie?
saw The Irishman. I
Oh,
thought,
my
I never
God.
thought it was going to ever end.
Yeah.
It was long.
3 hours.
It was long, man.
Yeah, 3 hours. 2.5 to 3 hours.
Like, holy shit. I put it on. I'm like, let me see what this is about, And I watched it. I didn't know what it was about. And then I see that Jimmy Hoffa's involved in unions and Kennedy and assassination.
Well, that's a story about
Yeah, it was
the
a-
true
that-
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mafia guys.
Yeah. And the Irishman
And he was the
a
house
real
painter,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
He paints houses. Paints houses with your blood.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Hoffa. And then they took him, rolled him up, threw him in a heater.
Yeah.
And that was it. Who knew?
So many stories about that.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
Nope.
Never know. That's something that they never really put their finger on anybody that I know of.
Well, it's in the movie.
Oh yeah, whoever did it.
He says he did it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how
that's
true all
right.
that is. I don't even know where that came from, but he's telling a story.
Yeah, but
about-
there were other guys that came out and said they did it because of the publicity. I did it.
Well, nothing like having friends, I'll tell you that
I know.
much.
So I don't know. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna shave your head,
No,
or are you gonna wait till the rest of it falls out?
I'm gonna wait till everything falls out.
Okay.
I'm saving every little piece now.
Put them back.
Yeah, a little
Come on,
crazy.
Comes for
look.
men, they just take it out of the back and sticking it back in there, man.
Yeah. The plugs, they're painful.
Ah.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that had it done. Oh, you know who it is. Vinny.
Yeah, but
Little Vinny. So he had it, God rest his soul. But he looked like the Fuller Brush Man. You know the brushes that you see all
Yeah.
in
That's
there?
what it looks like,
That's-
yeah.
that's what it looked like.
Well, they got a lot of better technique now, though.
Well, now what they do is
They graft it.
they graft it.
Now.
Yeah, but
They
you
also
see the
put
scars.
follicles. They take
Yeah.
follicles out and put them in.
Well, they used to
Plate.
cut it out of the back of your head.
Right.
And then they'd sew your back of your head and then move it up here.
Yeah,
And then you see people where it didn't work and they shaved their head and they got scars in the back of their head.
I know.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah.
On
Well,
that
we're
note,
sorry for the technical difficulties over here.
I'm going to go buy some Rogaine. I'm going to get on Amazon right now and order me some just in
No,
case.
you ought to give us some of your hair.
No, I'm losing it now.
You too?
No, I'm holding on to it. Sorry. Not giving it out.
Hey, it's nice to be bald. Real men are bald. Real men.
to be bald.
Real men are bald.
Nice to be bald, he said. All right.
Easy. You don't have to wash your hair. You know.
It's funny
You
because
don't need to comb it. You know.
my mother used
Quick
to.
shower. 5 minutes in
Yeah,
and
you're
out.
done. You don't even need shampoo. My mother
No.
used to tell me when I was a kid I didn't have hair until I was like 6 or 7 or some shit. I don't know.
Really?
So her and her friends thought it was cute. They put an earring on me and call me Mr. Clean. Yeah.
Oh, get out of
I got
here.
a complex from. I remember that.
I'm
shit.
sure.
Messed me up. I had to seek
Still
years of
messed
therapy,
up.
man.
I know.
Sucks.
Still messed up. Is that why you don't have any earrings in your ears?
No, I had earrings.
You have an earring?
I had.
Oh,
Took it out a long time ago.
somebody called you Mr. Clean?
No.
An old friend?
Yeah. I remember you. I
Yeah.
called you Mr. Clean.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
all right.
All right. So
We're
on
gonna
that
cut
note,
this out. We'll see you next week. We'll have the Wi-Fi going a little better. Hopefully,
yeah, we're better.
they must
we'll
be
have
doing
to
some
get-
work out there or something like that. The way it's choppy,
I
like
got someone
that.
at my door.
As long as you could hear us, ask him if he wants to come on.
Right?
All right, guys. Remember, we're on Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Live, and make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, so
Yes.
when we're on, you'll
Keep
get
a chat.
notified.
You know, get in the chat. watch our videos, respond to them, talk about them, ask us some questions. We'd like to answer them for you.
Yep. Richie wants to answer them for you.
Right. We have all this knowledge. Many years.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye for now.